It's such a pleasure to be here with you all today. And to start, I want to ask you a question. What would it mean if you could get an extra 100 people to notice your business every single month? What about an extra 1,000 people or 10,000 people every month? My name is Alex Kerekes, and I'm a 28-year-old digital marketer, entrepreneur, podcast host. I have over a decade of experience in social media content creation and marketing. While I was still in college, I started Breakthrough Digital Marketing, which is a digital marketing agency and training center where we offer first-rate social media and digital marketing services to our students and our clients. We've helped dozens reach the next level in their marketing journey, and today I want to share some of these things with you. So first, let's talk about the difference between traditional marketing and digital marketing. What really is digital marketing and how does it differ? So digital marketing is marketing that is done via digital channels or technology. That can be through the use of search engines such as Google or Yahoo, such as social media, online ads, email marketing, websites, apps, or anything else that takes place online or via digital media. Traditional marketing is marketing that takes place via traditional media channels. So that can be TV, newspapers, radio, magazines, billboards. Some of the advantages to digital marketing and why we're seeing it grow massively today is because it gives us access to much larger audiences online. It is much more cost effective than traditional marketing. It allows for real-time results, which means that we can make immediate corrections. It's easier to measure and optimize campaigns, and we have the ability to target the ideal people for your business or offer. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great, Alex, but where do I even start to set up digital marketing in my business? Well, your digital marketing strategy is going to be the method to the madness. Without an actual strategy, we're just engaging in what I call random acts of marketing. And that's where you just post things online, all kinds of things. Sometimes it doesn't even really make sense. That can lead to a lot of confusion, overwhelm, frustration, and burnout. So we want to avoid this and have a strategy or plan to guide us. There's 4 main components of every successful marketing strategy, and those are going to be your market, your message, your media, and your funnel. So to start, your market. Let's call this a target market or an ideal audience. This refers to the ideal people that your business will serve. And no, before you go there, everyone is not your ideal audience or your target market. That is such a common misconception, especially in the beginning for entrepreneurs. But even the largest brands narrow down their targeting in order to focus only on the best group of people possible. We can use demographics to filter this out, such as age and gender, occupation, marital status, income, geographics, such as where they live, what city they live in, what state, what country, and psychographics, which is more of the inner things that make us who we are, such as our character or our personality traits. Next, we have your message. So this is really how you articulate how your business, your product, or your service is going to solve your customers' pain and problems and or bring them pleasure. It's the hardest of the 4 to master, but it's also the most important one, as it's the key difference between a failed campaign and a successful one. Something that's very important to remember is that people don't buy from you when they understand you, but when they feel understood by you. Number 3, your media. What digital channels are you going to use to reach your audience? Well, one good way to figure that out is by asking, where are your ideal clients already active online? What type of media do they prefer to consume? That could be written text, it could be videos, podcasts, infographics. Most businesses do this process in reverse by starting with the media. They might have heard by an online guru that it was great and necessary for your business to be on TikTok, for example. And so they might go off and start creating content on TikTok without ever taking into consideration if their audience is even on TikTok. So that's where we want to start with our strategy. And remember that you don't need to be everywhere online. You just need to be in the right places. Next, we're going to talk about your funnel. This is also known as your marketing/sales funnel. And to create your marketing funnel, we really want to start at the very end and then work our way to the front. So what steps would someone need to take in order to result in a sale or a conversion for your business? Well, first, they would need to become aware of your business, aware that your business even exists. Then they would have to be interested in your business, your products, or your services. Then they would start to have a desire in what you're offering, which would then lead to them taking action, making a purchase, or signing up for your offer. So that being said, how do we create awareness and interest and desire for our business? Well, one excellent way to do this is through the use of social media. In 2022, it was reported that 75% of internet users use social media to research products or services prior to making a purchasing decision. Many buyers also use social media to look for reviews and recommendations. Now, how do you implement this practically? Well, I could go on for hours on the topic of social media alone, but for the sake of this summit and the short time that we have together, I'm going to give you a few of my favorite social media tips. So, are you ready? If you have a pen and paper, go ahead and write these down. Number one is hooks. Now, you have less than 1 second to hook your viewer into your post before they continue scrolling. Previously, it was thought that we had up to 3 seconds. However, as consumers' attention spans grow shorter and shorter, and we grow more and more overwhelmed and inundated by information, we as businesses must get more creative in how we draw people in. Number two, be real. Regardless of what your business is, what niche you're in, all businesses have one thing in common, and that's people. We're all humans. And the reality is we are ruled by emotions. So if you can find a way to connect with your audience on an emotional level, that audience is more likely to remain loyal to you. Number three, storytelling. Across generations, the oldest way that we've been sharing information is through telling stories. And it's been proven that our brains retain information better when it's told in the form of a story. So some ways that you can do this with your audience online is just by getting real and sharing your stories about your struggles, your highlights, something that you're really proud of, or even tell the story of how you started your business. What led you to start that particular business? What inspires you? What moves you? And lastly, number four, share your unique point of view on your industry. Do you have a different way of doing things than everybody else in your niche? Share that. So in a sea of information that is available to us online, consumers want to know what makes you different from everybody else. What sets you apart from the rest of the online noise? What's your secret sauce? And how can you help them? And lastly, I want to leave you guys with this thought. Selling anything online is a numbers game. So again, what would it mean if you could get an extra 100 people or 1,000 people or even 10,000 people every single month to notice your business online?